We're the Tank Blitz, armour pants here. Another tank review for you. T-30. The triple B, big bad bastard. It kind of reminds me, because it's American, right? It kind of reminds me of Spike. Do you remember Spike from Tom and Jerry? There he is. Oh, what an entrance, huh? Smash, smash. And I don't even know what he does here, but this is pretty interesting. Watch this remove. Kablamo. Yep, there you go. You're fucked, Tom. Poor old Tom. He had a hard out life. Now, Spike is big, bad, American, bully, but also kind of good guy as well, you know. Sort of looks after Jerry and little Spike, whatever the little dog's name was. And there you go. That's a bit of long range sniping there, as you can see. And then smashes the crap out of this medium tank here, the Tom. This is the German VKTOM. And there you go, poor old Tom. Don't even know what happened to him there. It looks pretty fucking painful anyway. So yeah, it's the T-30, big bad bastard, but you know, in a kind of in a good way. It is a big bad brawler. It's just the triple B, really, isn't it? And it is a great tank, and I think it's sort of tank that everybody should have. If you're moving up that line and you want to go to it, because it is a tier 9 and not everybody plays up there, but it is a good tank to go to. It's pretty forgiving. And it is basically a tank that will allow you to dominate games, especially if you're not up tiered. If we look at the tank, its gun is amazing, right? So it has a 155mm gun. So basically what you're talking about is you're talking about like the similar armament to a waffle tractor, but it has armour. It's not quite as fast as the waffle tractor, but especially on the turret, it has massive armour, and it's going to bounce shots for you. And you're going to do massive alpha rolls in it. The tank the gun is great, and as you can see, the penetration on it is going to go through most things with a normal AP round. If you need to go up to APCR, you'll get through most tier 10s, and the HE will penetrate nearly all mediums and light tanks in tier 8, 9 and even 10. So it is a fantastic tank. It also has great gun depression, and basically it is a bully up at tier 9. I have to say, it is a bully for sure. Looking at the armor profile here, you can see that the turret is the main strength of this tank. If you look at the mantlet there, it is like a throbbing penis, just purple, right? You know that. But even if you look at the angles you can get on that turret, but even the hull, you will be able to bounce some shots. You can see you can get some decent angles on, particularly front on. But the hull is vulnerable though. But so just basically use use it as a hull down tank and use that gun. And don't forget about using your HE shells, because you can do serious damage with them. I remember I was playing the waffle tractor once, and we were playing in Desert Sands, and I went into the rail just to take up position, see if we could snipe, and the next thing I got smashed for like 1100. So later on in the game, I was talking to the guy afterwards. It was a brilliant shot. The guy was in a T-30 at the back of his map, at his spawn, and he just saw that there was a waffle tractor on the other team and just thought I might go there, and he just fired a HE round on spec. I mean, I wasn't spotted or anything. Smashed right into me 1100, so my game was almost over before I even started. That's the kind of damage you can do in this tank, which is a brilliant piece of speculation on his part. So he gave him congratulations, worthy opponent and all that. I was talking to him afterwards, so we had a bit of a laugh about it. So and that's kind of what the game's about, you see. You know, there's no need to be a dick, you know, just being a bit of banter, you know. That's when, you know, meet new people and that. So he's a decent bloke, so there you go. The tank itself historically was an experimental heavy tank, even though it's in the game as a tank destroyer, and it was developed between 1946-48, and it did do testing in Aberdeen, but I think they made like 4 or 5 of them, whatever, but it never was went into mass production. So a tank that was never on the battlefield, but it is on the battlefield here, and you can drive it and you know, play it and all that. So you know my view, and people say they're tank drivers in this game, but you know what I mean. You can drive it around the map, like, you know, and you can play it. Now I decided to go left here because it's a bit of a mess, and I don't really know where everybody's going. So they're kind of going down the middle, and so I decided I'm going to go here to see if I can protect this flank, which is good I did, because they're coming onto us here on the left hand side. So they're pushing right. Now what I'm going to do is this part of this map is good for this tank, because as you can see, I'm kind of hull down now, and I can use the tank's gun depression. So this allows me to protect this flank without actually protect the guys in the middle, without actually exposing myself too much. Now this guy here is pushing up, and he's going to get smashed. But he has taken some attention away from me. Now the thing is, right, these guys are reluctant now to push up on him and to take him out completely because I'm here, and you know there's a big fucking gun. There's a big fucking gun in the front of them, right? And nobody wants to fucking drive into that, right? You know, like nobody wants to be the dude who's going to sacrifice himself for that. Now, yes, I think he thought he was safe there, but when he went side on to try to take that shot, he exposed himself. You know, reminds me of a friend I was in college with. You know, we were in a bar one night, and this guy came up and asked if he could buy her a drink. And she said, "Well, I can't actually, because when I drink, it has a terrible effect on my legs." He says, "Oh, what? Like you get dizzy or something?" She says, "No, they open." So I thought it was very funny, and it kind of left him sort of not really knowing what to say. But he definitely wanted to buy her that drink, I can tell you. But yeah, so you don't want to be like my mate having an old drink, right? You don't want to be exposed. So you want to keep yourself safe. So and that ISA didn't, but I did because I was adopting that classic hold down position. So yeah. So by the way, she must have had a few more drinks later on in life because she's got 6 kids now. So there you go. But she seems happy. I wouldn't be happy if I had that many kids, to be honest with you. Like the bleeding old woman living in a shoe. I can have enough trouble dealing with my own 2, never mind fucking her 4. Now, there was a bit of stupid lazy play, but as I protected all my hit points, I decided to, fuck it and just put a shot in the T-34. If it's coming down to who's going to do the most damage with one shots, it's definitely going to be me. So happy to do that exchange with him there. I dropped just under 400, but as you can see, I smashed all sorts of modules and things on him, and then he just got taken out big style. Again, you see, a lovely alpha roll. The tank is just, I mean, its reload is not that bad when you consider the damage it does, and if you keep yourself protected while you're reloading, you're just going to farm out damage. And you see that going, nice snapshot there in the Panther. And this tank is just fantastic for these sort of situations. In this game here, I think I get the last kill. No, yeah, I do. Yeah. So in this game here, almost 5k damage, and it didn't seem like a 5k damage game, right? I mean, I don't think it did anything too spectacular. Just use the tank strengths, move around the map. Using the gun, held the flank, used the gun, hold down, and then of course when need to pushed on, I took 1 hit, but well worth that exchange, I thought. So there you go. One thing I'd say is I've absolutely no idea how much fucking damage or kills you have to get a mastery in it, because I did almost 5k damage there, so don't be expecting a mastery too soon. Maybe my mate Dion or Salmon Lace Tanker was playing it that week, so that's why there was always nowhere close to a mastery in that one. But then I don't play that often, so I've actually no idea what you need for mastery. But anyway, let's have a Spike. How's it going? Hello, armoured. Yeah, that was a terrible impression, wasn't it? Yeah, how's it going? So anyway, amazing turret, hull not so strong, classic hull down tank, massive alpha rolls are possible, load up in HE. Although with TD, it can also be played as a heavy tank, because that's actually what it's developed for in reality. Great gun depression, great penetration. So that's the tank in a nutshell. The triple B, the big bad bastard, There you go, Tom. That's a better impression, isn't it? There you go, Jerry. There's your bell back, buddy. Yeah, that's a better impression, isn't it? Yeah, well done, Armored. So, yeah. Actually, that sounds like the Joker, doesn't it? Why so serious, son? Why so serious? But anyway, yeah, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh, yeah, so the tactics. It can be played as a classic TD, rear support. With your top tier, it can be played as a heavy and go front line. You can bully teams. You can bully the Reds because nobody wants to come up against that gun. You can go hull down and use that big gun to intimidate the enemy. Just don't get isolated or flanked because it has slow traverse and it is not good in a brawl because of the reload. But if you do need to get into a brawl, try to face hug. Keep the enemy in front of you all the time, and if possible, because of the gun depression, below you. So it's like walking into a brawl. Keep them in front of you and below you. Alright, now, cheers. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe and follow, and if or not, I honestly couldn't give a shit. Alright, take care. See you now, boys. Cheers, Mush. See you now, boys.